Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, I want to discuss something that's been out just about a year now. That's the PlayStation Portal. Is it still worth it? Yeah, there's been an update. You can now use the PlayStation Portal to play cloud-based games from your PlayStation 5. But there's a bit of a drawback. Just a bit. This sucker's $200. That's not the drawback. That's not the catch. Get to that in a moment. This started out as a remote play device for $200. So you can play your PlayStation 4 or 5 games from your PS5. Actually, you can play whatever game you have on your PS5 across an internet connection. Oh, sounds great, right? $200, it really can't do much else without an internet connection. Until now. So a lot of people were on the fence. Should you still be on the fence? Well, there's a lot of rumors about a new PSP or a successor to the PS Vita, if you will, on the horizon. Should you even bother wasting your money even with the new update? Let's talk about it. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a look at the PlayStation Portal itself. I did an unboxing video quite some time ago when I initially got it and gave my initial impressions, I guess you could say, of what I thought about it, and I think it's a pretty nifty device. I traveled with this, I think I took this up to North Carolina, and I'm from Florida. So I traveled with it to see how it would work. I stopped in Georgia, we stopped in South Carolina, and North Carolina, and Virginia, a couple places as well. But the trip was mainly to North Carolina, where I stayed the week. I tried to use this. It did not work so well. Apparently the hotel had great Wi-Fi. This still didn't work. Everything was pixelated, it was running slow, significant crashes. It just wasn't worth it. In the long run, what I've realized, like, hey, this is great if I'm on the other side of the house. If my wife and I are watching a movie, or she just wants me to be with her while she watches one of her shows, I think this is great because then I can just continue where I left off on whatever game. You could see I have a number of games there that I've been playing, and those are my most recent games here on my PlayStation 5. So Sony decided to update it. Right before I did this video, I got the update, and that's what kind of made me want to focus on this video, the topic of this video, and that is the now cloud gaming support. So you don't have to stream from your PlayStation as a remote play device. You can stream over the internet a selection of games, but there's a caveat. There's a drawback. You must have PlayStation Plus Premium. Normally it's $160 a year. Right now, because of the holidays, they have it on sale for $111.99. That's straight from Sony. So if you want to play your games over cloud remotely with this, I mean both remote and over cloud, with the PlayStation Portal, it's not just going to cost you $200, it's going to cost you $360 on average if you don't get it on sale, because you need PlayStation Plus Premium and you need this device. Is it worth it? No. I'm sorry. You can actually use the PlayStation app and a backbone, which is going to cost you a lot less. Do it on your phone. Yeah, do you get all the functionality? No. Do you get this awesome DualSense style body with this PlayStation ergonomic design with the sticks? And no, you don't. You get Backbone's version of it, and you know it's okay. It's okay, right? I think it's much more affordable. I think it's, I don't know. I just don't think any of these things are really worth it for the PlayStation infrastructure. As much as I hate on what Xbox has become, how they're no longer a console, hey, they're doing it right. I will say I've used the Razer Kishi. I've used the Power Emolga, I've used a number of them, and the Xbox Game Pass app just runs beautifully on most devices. Where this one, it needs help. It really needs help. And I think Sony has kind of paid attention to it and seen that, well, this isn't the future. This is a cool niche device. From my understanding, only 3% of PlayStation 5 owners purchased a PlayStation Portable. I think that's why we're going to get, hopefully, if all the rumors are true, a PSP successor, a PS Vita successor, whatever they're going to call it, because technically the PlayStation Portal, that's still a PSP, but not as we knew it. The PlayStation Portal is one of my favorite handhelds of all time, and when I saw this, I had promise, and I was like, I was let down. From what I found out, what's inside of this, it's not fancy tech. So they couldn't even update this to store games or do anything like that, and just do a hardcore game player, you know? No PSP, no PS Vita, nothing like that. No Switch competitor, nothing. That's why it's so cheap. It's literally just a streaming tablet. It's a shame. So if people are going to ask me a year into it, is the PlayStation Portal worth it? I'm going to have to say no. I use it a handful of times. I think I've used it about a dozen times in the year I've had it. It's a nifty little toy. That's about it. It's a cool add-on. Is it worth the $200? No. You know what? I would spend that $200 and get yourself a DualSense Edge. I think that is a much better investment of $200 than a PlayStation Portal. There you go. I think that was it. That's all I really wanted to cover. I wanted to talk about it because I've seen people discussing the PlayStation Portal here near the end of 2024. Well, depending on when you're watching this, this is the end of November of 2024. And if the future tells us anything, we're probably going to see a handheld so Sony can compete with the Asus ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, you know, MSI Claw, what have you, Legion, Go, all this. There's so many of those handhelds out there, and with the Switch being the big boy, and then the Switch successor coming out in 2025, we hope, Sony and Microsoft seem to both be throwing their hands in their portable console ring. Maybe that's just it. Maybe this is just a fly-by-night Virtual Boy. Maybe this is the PlayStation's Virtual Boy. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, it really ain't worth it. Do I hate it? Nah. If you like it, if you enjoy it, cool. More power to you. But for the consumer asking, hey, is it worth it? Nah. Don't bother. Like I said, get yourself a backbone and use your phone. If you have a decent phone, like personally, I have a phone that's more powerful than this. I have the Samsung S24 Ultra. Why would I use this? You know, again, just because I'm a gamer and I like to buy this stuff. But most people aren't. They're not. They may be gamers, but they're just not into buying this stuff, and you don't have to. There you go. If you have any questions about the PlayStation Portal, let me know. Drop it in the comments section below. I'll be glad to answer anything. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.